Well, I was on a dating site. Okay, I was 15, and I started talking to this guy who was 36 and fresh out of prison. And I thought he was just the greatest thing. And he had told me that he had a fast way for me to make money doing the things that I was already doing, having sex with people. So I picked up my life that night with another girl, and we came to Madison, and I never left. I mean, the next morning, okay, you have a guy coming, you know, and it was 4 to 5 a day where it was just, that was normal. For a long time, I told myself I went willingly, like I wasn't trafficked, you know, and it was just a slow brainwash. And that it took me a long time to realize that that was his way of getting into becoming my pimp.
Sex trafficking is the crime of using force, fraud, or coercion to get somebody to sell sex. So what that looks like locally is oftentimes homelessness through runaway teens, drug addiction.
So I didn't leave because I thought that was all that I was worthy of. Like, I just thought that was my purpose in life, and I was okay with it. I was just depressed. It's a very dark place, and when you go in it, there's no just getting out. I had a friend who was killed by a trick, a John. He burned her alive, and that was a moment of, this is really dangerous. Like, I could literally just be killed at any moment. I think those moments, if I would have known that there was a number I could have called to be like, I'm ready, like, I want to get out of this.
About 6 years ago, out of the clear blue, all of a sudden I was thinking about trafficked women. So I started looking into it and finding out more. The greatest need with the human trafficking issue is residential programming for the women to get out of that life and to have a place to go to actually get healthy and whole. And it ignited my heart to look into doing housing. And so my husband and I set up a 501c3 and started down this road. Some detectives from Madison met with me, wanted to talk about housing, because oftentimes they'll be able to get the women or the girls out, and then they have nowhere to go. They have nowhere to put them, so they end up right back on the street with the trafficker. And so housing is such a key part. So the vision of Zeteo is to provide long-term residential programming, which will be trauma-informed care, strength-based programming. We will help women with job skills, spiritual development, education, anything that they need to start a new life. So we've continued for 6 years just plugging along, looking for land. We need, of course, probably more than anything right now, finances to actually get the first house built, get staff hired. We need volunteers. So if somebody wants to donate, currently the best way to do that is to go to our website. We have a donate button. Address is on there and you can send a check.
I didn't have anybody to call to say, I need help, like, can you come get me? And had there been a Zeteo back then, I would have had somebody to call, especially in these moments where I'm almost like on the brink of death, like I think somebody's gonna kill me.
At the heart of Zeteo is Jesus and his call to reach out to the outcast with compassion. Human trafficking is, in my estimation, one of the greatest evils that there is, selling of other human beings. And so we are called to reach out to the vulnerable, and that's what we're doing. That's what Zeteo is doing, and that's what we'll continue to do until there are no more women that need help.